Hello there, and welcome to Grounded Health and Wellness. My name is Kate, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of my number one Ayurvedic hacks that I use for cold and flu season. I actually lean on these practices all year round because I do manage a condition called MCAS or mast cell activation syndrome, which tends to overproduce histamine in my system, which can lead to runny, stuffy noses. Regardless of kind of what's going on outside from a environmental allergy perspective. But why I love this hack around cold and flu season and why I wanted to bring you this video today is what a lot of people miss is the nose is kind of this pathway to prevent germs from penetrating our biology. So if you are keeping that pathway kind of clean or well irrigated, but also replenished, then germs have a difficult opportunity to really stick literally to the system, which can cause cold and flu and things like that. So we are huge proponents in our household of two practices. So kind of this irrigation of the nose. So some of you may be familiar with a neti pot. This is kind of like a little device where until you get used to it, it can feel a little bit strange, but you fill that little kettle. It's not a kettle, it's a little plastic pot with distilled water. And then you're kind of tipping the nose and pouring it through one nostril and waiting until it travels out the other side. So as I said, can feel a little bit strange if you're not familiar. And then you would switch sides. What this does is it literally kind of irrigates the entire nasal passages. Oh my gosh, that's difficult to say. And getting through to the sinuses as well. So if there's any kind of gunk hung up there, sometimes if you have some form of congestion, when you try to use a neti pot, it may not go through to the other nostril and bear through, and that's just indicating to you that there is a blockage, or it may take some time for that to happen. Alternatively, I like to use pre-made saline solutions. So sorry, I should have gone back with the neti pot. With that distilled water, you are adding like a saline solution to that. It's like a mild salt water. You can buy those packets at a drugstore. So I like the ones that are already pre-made. There's a picture of them there. I just order them off Amazon. I'm not an affiliate with these at all. I just like the convenience of the water already being ready. The salt's already mixed in with the water, and I know it's sterile, and I don't have to worry about distilling water all the time. They're just kind of ready. They're great as well for travel. So I use those. So similarly to the neti pot, I kind of tip my head and then I'm spraying that nozzle until I get a flow of water out the opposite nostril. And then I kind of know that everything's been kind of flushed out. So once you're kind of complete, or you complete rather, that irrigation process, what's really important and what is a beautiful practice in Ayurveda is called Nasya. So this is a oiling of the inside of the nose. So you can buy these pre-made kind of blends of oils that have some herbs in them and so forth, or you can just use up a sesame oil, not a cooking sesame oil like the toasted sesame oil, but like pure sesame oil. And you can either use an eyedropper and you're going to gently tip the head back and drop, 1 to 3 maybe drops per nostril. If that's too much when you're first starting this practice, I recommend just putting the oil on the tip of your little finger. And then you're just going to rub that to the inside of the nose, not very far up, just inside the nostril. And then when you kind of breathe in after that oil has been applied, you then start to lubricate those passageways in the sinuses. So this hydrates the tissues in there. It creates this protective barrier against germs and any other form of irritation that could come up. It also helps incredibly when you are in dry climate. So if you live somewhere like mountainous areas where the air can be quite dry, or if you're traveling a lot in an airplane, this is a beautiful practice as well. I keep a little bottle of sesame oil in my little case that I use when I go on the airplane, because I find that it can get quite dry with that recycled air. So by kind of irrigating the nose daily and applying this Nasya oil or the sesame oil, you are creating this kind of protective environment for your body and your immune system as we come into kind of cold and flu season. With the kids as well, I recommend always making sure that they flush their noses out, even at the first kind of sign of a stuffy nose, because again, it's just moving all of that gunk out of the way. And it takes a little bit of practice to get used to. But once you are familiar with it, I think it's going to be a great practice to lean on for better health, and also um, making sure that your entire respiratory system is really kind of functioning properly. We know that this is so imperative for good health. So that's it for me today. Just a quick video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. And if you're looking for more free tips, I do post these videos weekly. So be sure to like and subscribe at the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.